Okay, so last week I played a horrible, terrible joke on everyone. Sorry about it. Welcome back to another episode of the Forgotten Race Review. Truly, okay, this time it's really, truly the Chitin-blooded Tiefling. I promise. Nothing up my sleeves I'm not wearing. Sun tokens out. Nothing in my hat I'm not wearing. In any case, if you guys have any requests, they go down there. Make sure to like, subscribe, ding that bell for all of your Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition coverage. Today, this episode of the Forgotten Race Review is brought to you in part by Archon. Thanks for your help, man. Now, let's hit it. Okay, so before we can really talk about this Tiefling variant, I think we have to talk a little bit about the Chitins, right? Because we don't necessarily know what they are. They don't appear a lot. The Chitins are very closely aligned with Zon-Kuthon. And if you don't know who that is, follow this card right up here. We'll get you caught up. TLDR, souls chained in hell, escaped hell, went to the plane of shadow, became sadomasochistic individuals on a journey to find self-perfection through self-mutilation, and boom, there it is. Basically, again, just think Hellraiser. I'm very convinced someone at Paizo is just a big fan of Hellraiser, because that's what Zon-Kuthon, his minions, the Chitins, and kind of the Chitin-blooded Tiefling truly are. They just, have so much to show you. In any case, the Chitin-blooded Tiefling, of course, is a Tiefling whose ancestors at some point intermingled with these guys. A Tiefling, of course, being a humanoid with a faint trace of infernal, demonic, etc., evil outsider ancestry. These guys revel in causing and enduring pain, both in terms of torture and in self-mutilation, from piercings to scarring and all the way back again. So, probably super fun at parties. You guys want a tattoo? I promise it won't hurt much. They're often born just straight up scarred and purple and disgusting looking, and embrace agony as an essential fact and truth of life. It's fun! In any case, let's take a look at the stats, shall we? Really, there's not much to say about the stats, actually, because remember, a Tiefling can come from any humanoid. So your age of adulthood, height, weight, and maximum age are derived from that, unless you're one of those that believes that the native outsider should live for a little longer, given its, outsidery heritages. But in any case, so far as your character sheet goes, this is an alternate of the Tiefling. It receives several things very similar that a Tiefling does. It receives probably about half of what the Tiefling does, but we've changed a few things up for flavor and, to make it distinct mechanically. The Chitin-blooded Tiefling receives a +2 to its constitution and charisma, because, you must both have a strong body and mind to self-mutilate yourself, I suppose, but receives a -2 to its wisdom, because you don't really think to question that needle that's going in your face for, look at all this dude's piercings, seriously. Still kind of jealous. In any case, we're looking at a medium native outsider with a base speed of 30 feet, dark vision, as well as a +2 racial bonus on intimidate and escape artist checks. This guy would have buffs on escape artist, wouldn't he? When the knots are a little too tight and you gotta squeeze your way out of there. Yeah, it makes sense. And can cast web once per day as a spell-like ability, with a caster level equaling the Tiefling's class level, and receives cold, electricity, and fire resistance 5. And somehow I'm not surprised that the Chitin-blooded gets web instead of darkness as a spell, like just snap your fingers, chains shoot out, tying people up and stuff. So much to show you! I've never seen Hellraiser, but I get that reference. Anyway, bringing one of these guys into your campaign is a recipe for definitely a unique one, I will say. This is a character that embraces pain on the same level that you and I embrace the need to breathe oxygen, basically. Mechanically, that sounds, and I guess also, as far as the stats go, that sounds like a barbarian or blood rager to me, someone who might not necessarily optimize the AC, wants to be hit, but is also very good at taking and dishing out the damage. If nothing else, your abyssal blood rager can flavor his reach extending by, having weird grafts onto their skin, as the Chitins are wont to do. If I were to play one of these guys, that's probably the avenue I'm looking at, especially with the racial trait Chainmaster, which gives the Chitin spawn a +2 on combat maneuver checks to trip opponents with a spiked chain or whip. Now, I'm a bigger fan of the 3.5 spike chain than I am the Pathfinder one, given that that one was a finesse weapon. But never underestimate the ability of a weapon that you can whip around and trip somebody that also has reach. Using a weapon as part of a combat maneuver, assuming the weapon has the buff, gives you a +2 on the thing you're trying to do anyway. So close I came to the Drow Inquisitor I'm playing at home, to whipping around a spike chain. Just couldn't make myself do it. Anyway, that's all I have. That clap was bad. That's all I have to say about that. What do you guys think about these guys? Have you played them? GM'd for them? Had some Zonkuthon in your life? Do you have much to show us? Put it in the comments, you creepy boys and girls, and we'll keep the conversation going. Fun fact, actually Ponyfinder was supposed to be next week on the Forgotten Race review. Patron sniping is a thing. Instead, we will be going from the Book of Fiends to the Book of Anti-Fiends next week. It's the Archon Blooded Azamar. See you then.